That's why I founded Northbridge Technology Alliance. Our mission is to create software solutions for charitable organizations who are engaged in social justice and community building efforts so that their collective impact is increased. Clearly, as you can see by now, I am one of those socially concerned technologists. I admit it. Our guiding principles: the people we serve are the experts about their needs. Technology is a means to, not a measure of, progress. And effective solutions are tangible, sustainable, and cross-organizational. In order to achieve our mission, we are deliberately embedded within the open source movement because of the tremendous public value it has attained, which we just discussed. In order to actualize that value, we build alliances between social leaders and software teams so that we can deliver tools designed to specifically support their work. We provide just enough project infrastructure and support to ensure meaningful and sustainable deliveries on the other side. I would like to introduce you now to a living, breathing example of one social leader. Since late last year, and for probably about another year into the future, Northbridge is working in pilot mode on a collaboration framework that we call Nexus. Rory Smith is one of the folks who has caught the vision for the value of this type of tool. In particular, he has been active with the web conference portion of Nexus, which is backed by a terrific open source project called Big Blue Button. Rory well understands the general challenge nonprofits face when it comes to acquiring and effectively using technology. Also, he has insights into what it has been like to bridge new technology solutions into common practice among his group. My voice is just killing me. Rory, can you give us some perspectives on from where you sit?
Well, the first thing that Kathy did was she came to the Episcopal Diocese of Chicago and said, I've got some skills that might be useful to you, but I want to do it for social justice, and I have some interests along those lines. Do you have a need? And so the diocese brought about a group of 5 of us together, and we all looked at this and saw the potential of how we can connect within the diocese and within each of the groups that has its own ministries. The group that I'm with is called the Anti-Racism Commission of the Diocese of Chicago. And our job is to dismantle racism, institutional racism, within the Episcopal Diocese. But our mission is greater than that. Our mission is to have that begin to have a conversation that touches the entire world. And we do that through the way in which we communicate within our group. We have teams, which is the commission, which then helps to foster teams in other churches and other parishes and other denominations. We work closely with the Lutherans. We also work with the Catholic Church. And we have all these meetings that need to take place. We work with a regional Chicago regional organizing against racism, which is CROAR. That group works with a company called Crossroads. All these are non-for-profits. And Crossroads is a national group which has other all over the country working on anti-racism. Anti-racism thought is the way in which you communicate, your common language, and the importance of being able to have those meetings in a way where we can touch people in our commission. We have people in Joliet, in Barrington, in Evanston, and in the heart of the city as well. One of the great things about this virtual conference room, which we use, I guess it's the Big Blue Button, is the open source technology. And which Northbridge, she makes it look good for us. She makes it fit for us. We see it, and we see the Episcopal Church and all the nomenclature and all the naming. And we are able to use it in such a way that we train everyone on our commission. We go through the process of training people how to use this. And then we can meet anytime, face to face, and be able to do the work that we do without having necessarily always to travel to do that work face to face. And we find that it works best that way. So the great thing that we find is that once you get through, because we've got all kinds of generational issues, once you get through the technological skill issues, going through the training that we do, some people get it like that, really quickly, easy. Some people have a little harder time. They get it the first time, and then they have to go through training again. We've had some recidivists, but that's to be expected. But it's joyful to have that be able to work. And it's joyful to be able to bring in someone who's not able to move, who's physically unable to get there but wants to be a part of it, and be able to have them on the computer in the conversation fully connected. And that's, you know, we would pay a lot of money to have that kind of technology, and we couldn't afford it. It wouldn't happen. So we really thank Kathy. And the other thing about Kathy, and she's a saint too, because she's got this incredible patience with us, because we ask really, really rudimentary questions, and she pauses, and she'll take us right back to the beginning and get us where we need to be, and it helps us propel the work that we do. It's created a shift. We found a sense of excitement and electricity within the work that we do, and we're finding ourselves being able to do more and to be able to do it quicker. So what else would you like to know, Kathy?
Perfect. That's great. Thank you. What I really was looking for is just a perspective from a social leader who has a technological need, maybe didn't even realize they had that need, and how technologists can very practically pick up tools that we have at our fingertips and fill that need by creating an alliance.
You know, the skills, you know, we have tools where we can, you know, create documents and see it being created. We don't have to wait. And I can remember how we would do this in the past, where we take the time, someone would do it, and then they'd get it, and we'd all have changes. But when we are able to have a document made and we all agree on it by the time the call is over, it moves us so quickly, and I just want to thank you for that. And we continue to use it, we continue to try and perfect it, but the open source and the work that you do is making a real difference for us.
Excellent. Thank you, Roy, for your perspectives.